They not like us. This team Kendrick.
Oh, Team Kendrick. The whole. Uh,
Aside,
I don't think there's too many folks like. Well, there's Drake fans, but I don't think you might not know a lot of words. I don't think they really run in a lot of our circles. I don't know. Or maybe I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I've never and I'm a preface by saying I've checked out of hip hop a long time ago. Like so, I'm not like entrenched like I used to be. But
So you
I
don't
know
run in those
about.
circles.
You said
You're
what?
saying that you don't run in those circles anymore.
Yeah,
So
like
you
the
assume
who's
everybody around you don't either.
right. For the most part. So,
yo, Thomas,
Well,
he's not
I
like
don't keep that
us.
kind of company.
He's
huh?
not like us. He's not like us. Nah.
What's funny is I don't really listen to a lot of this new hip hop stuff. I can probably tell you 2 or 3
Hippity
Kendrick
hoppity.
songs, maybe.
Right.
Um,
Right.
but I know about what Larry's talking about
Oh, I mean the
because
beef? Oh yeah, absolutely.
no,
You,
just the concert. There's
oh,
a
okay.
concert, and
Okay. Okay. What happened?
so I know
What went
about the
down?
concert because you can just open social media, and
Right.
if you just
I got you.
if
My
you're
side
cool
don't
like
I
that, then that's what
listen,
pops up. You know,
oh we cool like that. Hey,
you got to
I
be
ain't never
cool
been
like
cool. I ain't never been cool. I ain't never. Ask my wife. Never. And this is what
that.
never. And it's funny that you said that because my wife, her algorithm will have a lot of that stuff. I don't. Yeah, like she was like, how you not see? I was like, I've scrolled a little. I guess I don't. My side of social media just where I stop at. It's just all documentaries and nerdy and
I was
different
gonna
stuff.
say, what does your algorithm show you?
My algorithm, I get more like stories, a few inspirational stuff. Now my ratchetness is just silly stuff, like stuff that happened in church. Like the goofy stuff that happens there. Um, about the only thing that's probably flooded social media wise would be like P Diddy stuff. Of course, has flooded my space. Jaguar Wright, y'all know who that is? Have you heard that
Nope,
name yet?
nope.
Oh man, she's
Do we
angry.
know it?
Don't worry. Now that I've said it out loud, your phones have heard me say that. She's gonna pop up.
Nah, see, I got Android. I turn all that mess off.
Yeah, I turned mine off. I knew some
You
added
can't turn
ratchetness
it off.
was gonna happen.
I know
Yes,
you
you can.
think you could turn it off, but you can't turn that stuff off.
Yeah.
Hey Siri,
We all
stop
know.
listening.
Oh man, what's up, Lisa? Good morning, Jeff.
But you can change it in settings.
Exactly.
See, she don't even listen to it.
She said I could change it in settings.
Oh man, but so yeah, that's a lot of my feed. So what happened at the concert? Just give me a quick recap. Something happened at the concert, like that's noteworthy.
Good morning, Sam.
It was just
Hey, good morning, Stan.
a West Coast thing. You wouldn't understand. No, I'm just kidding.
Ah,
Oh,
meaning it meant nothing. Okay, I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you.
to
It meant
you
nothing.
it probably meant nothing to you, so that's why
It meant
they
nothing.
had Russell Westbrook on stage. Who else came on stage? Oh, DeMar
DeMar
DeRozan.
yeah.
They had James Harden in the audience. LeBron was in the audience. They had
Oh,
everybody,
okay.
and it's coming on stage, and it was just
Oh,
like
okay.
a thing. But yeah, I mean, Sam, you could go on social media. It's probably everywhere because I
I'm
just
sure
popped
she's
mine
in
open this morning, and
it.
there it was.
I'm sure she's in it.
Yeah. So yeah, Kendrick Lamar, he Dr. Dre introduced him. He came on
Okay.
stage
Wow.
and pretty much he did the one song, Not Like Us, on repeat. It was even a part of it where he just stood there dancing and the whole crowd singing it to him. And then he started over, and then every time the atmosphere got hyper and hyper, and then all of a sudden, all these LA cats flooded the stage, and
Wow.
he kept going. And I watched the entire. I watched every freaking slide over and over again. I was like, wow. I was like, man, I'm Team Kendrick for real. I added the song to my playlist, or my personal workout playlist. I can't play it on Live Core Fitness because
right, absolutely not.
Those West Coasters.
Yeah, what's funny is Larry's talking, and the way he's talking about it, son, he's low key.
You see, I'm trying to
always.
Look, he's trying to hold back because he's been to LA a few times and he's felt the vibe and he's experienced the whole reason why Kendrick's saying that they're not like us, and he knows it, but he's holding back. He's like, I can't let go.
He remixed this. He remixed the Sea Walk with the. I was like, I was there with them. You're right. I got some of that food. That's what it is. It was the water, that West Coast water. That's what did it to me. Yeah, that's what it was, the water.
Yeah.
Awesome. What's up, Pastor? Good morning, sir.
Morning, everybody. Happy Thursday to you.
Good morning.
Thursday to you. Okay. So now I forgot what I was going to talk about. All right. So today, how's everything going, Brian? It's been a minute since you've been here, so I'm hear what's going on in your world. How's everything going?
Just running. You know how it is, Doc. I actually had a cancellation this morning.
Okay.
Supposed to be up in Atlanta, but they still may call me to come. But
local.
Wait and see. That's why I have the golf shirt on.
Okay. Absolutely.
Just traveling, man, and working. That's really it. And coming home and holding my new grandson and dealing with that adjustment.
Grandpappy.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah. He's an old grandpappy. This ain't new. I just want to congratulations. Start flooding.
I'm Brady bunching at this point. 3 boys and 3 girls.
See me on the tube. I said I'm on the tube, Mama McCory, I think. Unless the tube shut me down. I didn't did nothing. They done banded me. Oh. I'm gonna check it. Awesome. A lot of changes, a lot of things happening. Yes,
yeah.
Been working.
It's a fast world out there, man. I forgot what it was like.
Right. A lot's going on. A lot is going on.
Yeah, and air travel, Hartsfield-Jackson Airport is a mess.
Oh yeah.
Absolute mess with all the construction going on. It's just it's insane. It's
everywhere. Insane. Yeah, they're building a new terminal. They're expanding yet again.
Yeah,
expanding. So good stuff.
And you have 800 people in line with only 3 aisles open.
Welcome to Atlanta. Welcome.
That's just another way of holding people down. That's all I'm saying.
See, the man's doing it again.
Doing it again.
Got their foot on our neck, man.
Because they want you to either have that clear or that TSA pre-check, and if you ain't got it,
right,
you wait in this line.
So, speaking of clear,
okay, let's go.
Because I thought about it, right? But here I am, standing in line, watching people with clear stand in line.
Right.
I have to show my ID. The difference between me showing my ID and scanning my ID at the station and them getting their face recognized
right.
the station. We both have to stop.
All right.
So what's clear about clear? You still have to get in line. You still have to go through the line.
Right.
You still have to be identified. So please help me understand how you're saving.
So with clear, you get actually get escorted to the front.
What's up, Jawan?
That's so if you do you have regular clear, then you have clear pre-check, right? But either way, once you scan your face or your thumbprint, you go to the front of the security line. You go right to the security guard. The clear representative goes, "This is Mr. Banks. He's verified. He's on his flight," and then you got to go through that. So you go through the front, and if you have pre-check,
You still lying.
You said it. Yeah,
it's a line.
Pre-check. Pre-check.
You gotta get it. Yeah, if there's 50
line.
people with clear passes, you behind 50 people, 49 people.
I've literally watched clear line be fuller than the regular line
because so many people.
And people sat there and was like, you know what? I'm gonna be regular schmegler today.
So having it with pre-check is faster. Go ahead.
My experience with clear is don't do it in Atlanta. Atlanta clear makes no sense.
That's all I see.
You got to go downstairs.
Yes.
You got to walk this long hallway.
You down there with us. Like,
and you think about Atlanta service, the way it is at restaurants and different other things. That's the same thing. Clear.
No, they nice over there, Clear.
You standing there waiting, and they're having a conversation, and you're standing there like, is someone going to help me or what's going on? And they're like, oh, girl, I'll talk to you later. And then you come back, and it's like I could have. Oh, and the crazy part about Atlanta's airport is when you go through Clear and you finally get through Clear, you got to walk back upstairs down this long hall. You out of position, way out of position now for the terminals.
You're not.
Now you got to go all
the way back. You ain't way out. You're a little out. You are a little out.
No, you got to go all from the back of T terminal all the way through to the escalator just to go downstairs and catch the train.
How about the sign for Clear is next to the sign for regular passengers?
Right.
And how about Brian McCrory with his silly self went through
gets out of
Clear
line,
got all the way up to the front.
Oh no!
The guy said, "Oh, I'm sorry. This is for Clear," and I have to walk back around and get in the other line.
Yeah,
and I'm walking past people with Clear, and they're looking at me like,
"Help me!"
I call it airport security line racism.
Okay, let's go. What's airport security line?
Right,
racism?
Looking at me like you don't belong here. Go over there with your people.
The general folks.
The general folks.
Oh
man.
Look,
okay. So there's a flight I just caught recently. I was running behind. I was way behind, and the terminal switched on me. So I had to come out of this space, turn back around, go to another space. It's at the Vegas airport. And I'm running behind. I know this, the plane's about to start boarding in a second.
Right.
Lines are ridiculous. And I'm like, oh yeah, I got this clear. Let me see if it works.
Right.
I go up, hit my fingerprints, boom, run to the front of the line, deuce everybody who's in that big old long line. And got up there, got through, made it to my plane. Clear came through then.
Okay.
But so if you have it and you travel, there's going to be times it's going to come through. I just say don't use it. So far, my experience is don't use it in Atlanta.
Right. And the challenge is when you live in Metro Atlanta.
Right.
Right.
That's it.
And it's the worst. I mean, that's just the challenge.
Right.
AD, what are the Redcoats at Hartsfield?
The Redcoats, those are the Delta representatives. Those are the people that got power. They got overriding power. They call the Redcoats, they can make some stuff happen.
So I had a friend who was a Redcoat when I first moved to Georgia.
Okay.
When I was traveling like 70% of the time, stayed gone. And the way it went for me back then, you want to talk about clear?
Right.
She met me at the door.
Wow.
And walked me straight through every single time. People thought I was the president or something. Man, you talk about deuces. I used to just walk past people like, hi, how you doing? They were like, who is that? I'm like, hi.
How you doing? Google me. How you doing? Hey.
Every single flight, man, I had no issue with straight through security. It was awesome. So nothing compares to having a red coat.
Right. That's what you need, everyone. You need to get a red coat in your life.
Get in that first class line.
Right.
TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
Those lines. I like pre-check because you don't have to take your shoes off.
Right.
But
exactly.
For someone like me, Taiwan says global entry. Would love to have the global entry, right?
Absolutely.
Would love to have the pre-check. But my background don't pass. What's up with that? What's up? I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, there's a cost for global entry.
Yeah.
And it takes, how long does it take? It takes like I mean, like it takes a couple months.
Yeah, then you gotta get an interview and stuff like that. You gotta talk to them.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk about your past and all the stuff you've been doing.
And I'm like, if you're not a consistent international traveler,
I think it's worth it. Well, it's good if you're doing at least twice a year. It's worth it.
Internationally,
it's good. It's good if you're driving to Mexico and you're driving to Mexico and you go through and you come back.
Oh, really?
There's this long line of cars in the Mexico. You know,
okay,
so there's through all that. So it'd be good if you're doing that.
That makes sense.
Which is which is doable from where I'm at, but you know, everybody in the car has to have it.
Well.
Here's what I say.
Out and stand behind that.
Just make sure you get to the airport
that
in time, and nothing is a problem, right? Because even when the line is at its worst,
right,
it takes an hour.
Yeah.
If it's all the way back to the entrance of the line, from that point, it takes an hour to get to security on average. So if they have more than 3 aisles open.
One way that America can be made great again. Let's make America great again. One way is take us back to the days before 9/11.
Absolutely.
And the airport ability.
Unfortunately, that's what brought 9/11.
We were so relaxed. Relaxed.
I guess we can't make
everything.
We can't make America great again.
Yeah.
Well,
I could walk you to your plane. Hey, brother. All right, brother.
Yeah. Man, good to see you. Glad you came.
You know, we can go eat and chill out before your plane leave. You know, I can see you. All. You need me to walk you down the jetway? Now you good? Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
That part. Come off the plane, see a friendly face.
Right.
My daughter Brienne traveled on an airplane by herself for the first time.
Oh wow! Okay.
Earlier this month, going up to DC for her boyfriend's graduation. Yeah, figured that one out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy. See.
Why does it sound like Bad Boys on here?
Right. Oh man. Shout out. Anybody seen that yet? Anybody seen Bad Boys yet?
Don't. If you have, don't say a word because it's coming up.
Oh man, because
it's still in the theater, right?
Yeah, it's still in. It's still in.
Man.
Okay.
I'm not
right, Sam. There you go. Look, shine the light. Look, wait, hold on.
Oh, absolutely.
He graduating from college. That's a plus. Right. Absolutely.
Howard University. Okay. What is his degree in? Mechanical engineering, I think is what it is.
Oh, Brian's like, okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
You're on track right now. You still on track.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the challenge is there's no real opportunities in Atlanta for mechanical engineers. So he's really up in he's got an opportunity in DC. I think he's got an opportunity in Texas. He's already working in DC.
Okay.
So that's a down. That's what makes him a chump.
There's no opportunities for a mechanical engineer in Atlanta.
Is it not?
Not that appeals to him more than the opportunity he has already right now in DC.
Okay, I was about to say, because I'm like, Atlanta should be full of mechanical engineers at this point in stage of the city's life.
Right. But I got what you're saying. Makes sense.
But yeah, if there's better opportunities. So how you feel about that, Brian? What if they get serious and she's
they 2 years in, man.
Okay.
Yeah, 3 years in.
But they still ain't married.
Before you met the parents, right? You met the parents that came over that time? Is this the same?
Yeah, you met them. Yeah.
Oh man. Oh
yeah. I've already done. We've done Christmas at each other's houses, and I made I built the gingerbread house. We had a gingerbread house competition.
Oh, nice.
With the parents, I did all kinds of nerdy stuff.
Yeah. I'm so proud of you, brother. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud. Yeah, right. Eric said he's been around a minute. Okay.
Yeah, he's been around a minute. Yeah.
He's like family.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he is the official Reggie. Cool. He is the official.
Yeah.
I need y'all to watch this movie so I can talk about it. But let's go.
Look, everything is fine. Look, as long as Brienne stays on the
right.
list,
Look,
he's cool.
He still can't have Brienne. He wrecked y'all, but he still can't. No, he still can't. Oh man, that's awesome.
No, look, I had to grow up. That's all.
All right, there we go.
That's it. And I'm there now. I'm hands off at this point in my life. Look, I gotta be. I got a grandbaby in the house. What am I gonna do? What are you really stopping?
Right,
you know what I mean? Only thing you can do is guide, encourage, put the information in them. The Bible says, "Train up a child in the way that they should go."
Right. You're right.
Wow.
And you can also kick them out. I'm just kidding.
Well, I don't know. Look, you can kick boys out. You can't kick girls out.
I'm just joking. Man, it's interesting. This is a whole topic for a different day, but
let's go.
But how things are moving in the trajectory that I see kids is if they don't have like military or something else that they're going to, they're going to be in your house for a minute. Like, I don't know, Larry, how you get yours out your house? I mean, I'm just wondering, like they will be in the house for a minute.
Yeah.
Well, you tell them about the lifestyle that they was used to during their college years, and like when you come here, there's going to be a time that you're going to need to be in the house, or the locks will be locked, and you won't be able to get in. So it worked for my daughter. She was like, you know what? I want to have fun. I want to enjoy my 20s. Smooth to Philly. My son, he was like, Dad, I'm coming back home. So I don't.
I'm smart guy.
I'm losing it. That's smart. He was like, "Yo, I want to stack for at least a year, and then I'm."
I'll tell you something I've learned. Back when we were growing up, it was, 18, get a job and get out.
Right.
That's what it was.
Right.
And what I've learned is hold on as long as you can.
Right.
You don't rush them.
Right.
It don't Absolutely. Turn 18, get a job. No. Let's work on this plan.
Yeah.
Because far too many of us, a lot of us are in the state that we're in today because we were in such a hurry to get out.
Yeah. Right.
Were we really in a hurry to get out, or?
Yes, we were.
I wasn't in a hurry to get out.
Wait. I was trying to say like get pushed or get. I
was comfortable. I was told I had to go.
Wow.
That's my point. I'm saying. When we were growing up, parents used to put you out. They'd be like, you're getting out of my house. But here's the thing. You're getting out of my house because you're coming in at 3:00 in the morning. You're coming in smelling funny. You're not handling your business in the house.
Right, Larry.
Dishes in the sink. Larry. Refrigerator left open at 3:00 in the morning. You do all that kind of stuff. And so if you can't follow the guidelines set forth in the house, then you got to find you someplace to live. There can't be two head of households. And we wanted to be the head when there was a head.
Right. Oh, wait, hold on. But listen, this good stuff right here. Back when they put you out early, you can get an apartment for $700 a month. That's that amount it takes to survive and swallow.
But $7 a month, you was only making $4.25 an hour or $3.35 an hour in some cases for Brian.
You went for that $700. I was $400 a month.
400.
Listen, I made $3.37.
Oh, he had a raise.
Yes.
But the thing I see too, there's this codependency. We got to, that's the part that I think we need to talk about, because a lot of times some of these kids aren't equipped to be put out at that age because there's this codependency that's been there for so long that it's not just the kids would lose it if they leave, but the parent won't know, or parents won't know what to do with themselves either. So it's like this codependency.
Our codependency on the baby. Okay. How would you? Okay.
There's no interdependency. There's no, and sometimes the kids are straight dependent. Like I can't do this, and so
it depends on the situation, though, right? I think that with single parent households, there was a codependency.
Yeah, $600. Right.
With dual parent households,
I seen dual parent households.
I was with $400.
Same way.
Yeah.
You said you seen two parent households the same way?
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. I mean, they both have a certain way of connecting with their children, and
right.
And it's kind of like this is the norm. and no one likes change at times, you know, and there's no preparation for that change.
Yes.
So, you know, you think about it, like I'm sitting up here like, okay, I'm counting down. I got 9 years.
Oh yeah.
Right? 9 years.
Until
and
what?
then the more I started thinking about that 9 years, I'm like, you know what? Bruh, you got some time left. You might be 68 before all this changes.
but see, so I was this my wife and I was talking about this morning, but I was first generation, first like one of the first to go to college in my family, right? And my parents treated me going to college like me going into the military. They packed me up, moved me out, sent me on my way. They dropped me off at college in another state. It was like,
oh wow,
enjoy it, figure it out.
Yeah.
And I figured it out.
Okay.
And like,
okay, that's interesting.
But how old are you, Larry?
47.
I think that, you know, coming up, do you all remember the Latchkey program?
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that started when I was in middle school, right?
Before you start, I always hear like Latchkey Kid, Latchkey program. Was it a program or just was?
No, just Latchkey Children.
Because I heard it, I'm like, was there a program?
Yeah, I was like, wow, he had a program?
No. And it's funny, right? We were Latchkey Children, but we didn't have a key to the house.
You didn't have a key?
We had one of those.
It was a lock, right?
Our house had one of them old school locks, you know, the long, like skeleton key.
Yes.
And there was only one for the house, and our back door had a
deadbolt. A skeleton key.
Yeah. Right. We did.
Wow.
Right. You know, I always. Those are lobs, like for jokes. I'm just saying. That's a lob right there. Here, take this joke. Make a joke out of this. I'm gonna let that one slide. But that was like, take this alley-oop, dunk it. Keep talking about my age.
Yeah, I didn't think about that one. But for that reason, our front door was never locked.
Like,
yeah, but our front door was never locked.
Okay,
we never locked the front door. It's always open.
That was for the basement, huh?
Say it again.
That was for the basement.
That was for the basement.
We never went into the basement. Basement door stayed closed. But so our front door was always open. But the point is that we were more accountable.
Okay.
Back then. And so leaving home early, like I was 17 years old in a third world country.
Okay.
Wow.
Right? In the military. At 17. That was my first duty station. And so I just think that there was so much more responsibility and accountability on us back then. And we've taken that away from our children. And we've replaced it with Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. I mean, I hear you. I mean, I know, like, because you purposely didn't want your children having to deal with some of the stuff you dealt with.
Right.
You know, it's like, nah, like I wouldn't want you. I needed to learn these lessons, but not the way I learned it, you know, because it was rough, you know, because anytime something could have happened and, you know, your dad wouldn't be here, you know, like we kind of survived in a sense in certain spaces. So I hear you on that, on the level, like, you know, kids don't even go outside and be going all day. Like I wake up at like 9. I don't get home. I don't come back to like 6.
When we were children, the rule was don't let the street lights catch you.
Right.
That was, you know what's funny is I'm listening to what you're saying right now, and my son came to me yesterday. And he's like, "Hey, Dad, can I ride my bike around the neighborhood? Like around the neighborhood? What you talking about?" He's like, "Can I ride it? You know, around this corner right here and down this street?" And I sat there stuck for about 15 seconds, going, "Do I let him ride just around the corner?"
You were going
when I was his age, when I was his age, I was riding across the city. I was everywhere.
Exactly.
But you know, the awareness that he has versus the awareness I had of riding a bike in the street or around other people in cars and stuff is totally different. He'll get distracted by something and just and you know, it's like the awareness level and so many other things. So, anyways,
but at what point do you allow him to figure it out? Like they don't have the awareness, and like I was like, yeah, my kid didn't have street. They didn't have the street smarts. Like, you don't have the street smarts, but how do you learn street smarts? you mess up in the street. You messed up out there.
That part right there.
So I let him go. But even during letting him go, I was like, yeah, at least something can happen. Anything can happen. But I got to just trust that he's going to make the right decisions or something. But I did say yes. I just, you know.
You said yeah?
Not much.
Right, but just to the quarter.
How old is he?
10.
Okay, so I'm proud of you for that. But the other thing is, we had gym class back then. Right. And we actually dressed out for gym class, and we were in shape.
Right.
He wasn't catching us on
shape, and he loves doing things. I'll give you an example of awareness. One day we were in a parking lot at a hotel, and there was a car. Okay. And he wanted to race the car. I said, all right, stay on the side, but run, go ahead. Okay. And so he takes off and he's beating the car. And he's running so fast. He's like, look, I'm beating him. And then cuts across in front of the car to come where we're at.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said,
you know what though? But
said it back 2 years right there. You said it back 2 years.
I can't even let you have fun racing the car and saying, "Look, I'm fast in a safe environment," because you made it unsafe. Just saying.
What's interesting, but again, we did have more of a sense of awareness, right? But that's because we were outside more.
This is good. He said we ate.
You know what I mean? Look back when you were we ate and got water at other people's house. What you mean got water at other people's house? You got water from the water hose.
From other people's houses, because you can't do that at your house.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, I hope that's what you meant.
Other people's house.
That second part, the community came together to keep us going and out of trouble. Right. Like I have people in the neighborhood I called uncle. They weren't my uncle, but they would just walk up and like, hey, we would see.
So if we have all these experiences and we know all these things, why don't we do the same thing?
With what?
With being uncle and keeping the whole community safe
and can't trust Unc anymore. We can't trust Unc. We can't trust Unc anymore.
You can't.
Well, no,
you can't talk to children anymore without them looking back at you and saying something crazy, making you want to.
You're an uncle.
Right? You said what?
You're an uncle. How dare one of my children say something sarcastic to you?
Right.
It wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? Fletcher is an uncle.
Right.
If I leave, if you have to come to my house and I'm not here, it better be in order.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right? I mean, there's going to be some consequences and repercussions. So I'm saying we do have that in certain pockets. A lot of people do have that kind of stuff. I think what you're talking about is, do you have it on your street?
Yeah, I think it's a curated community now. Like our community is curated. Like we have people we allow, and the people like, don't. I'll go ask. Right? Kel said you can never trust Unc. Nothing changed. It was just who you trusted and who you didn't. Absolutely. I'm saying my son is very aware. My daughter, 14, not a clue. Absolutely.
See, I don't know if I really have an issue with that.
I got you.
I think I'm more trusting if people are more engaging. Like I don't think everybody out there is a pedophile. Like I don't have that mindset. But I think that mindset that everybody out there is a pedophile or everybody out there is this or that is what keeps us inside and keeps us from engaging that way. I kind of, you can see the people around that are, cool. And, I just kind of look at how it is with children. And children, to me, they'll put themselves in a position also because they're trusting, they're unaware, they're you can tell them all the things in the world, but you can see it goes in one ear and out the other.
Well, I use it the word now. I'm starting to think it might be more negative when I say it, but I say the coddle. I call it the coddle factor. Parents these days, they coddle their kids. They don't allow the kids out because they're busy. Oh, I'm the first person to ever have a kid. I got to treat this like this is fragility. I got to really keep this kid right here, and I don't let him out. Like we this is us around our kids now the whole time, right? This is what's going on, and they it's not even about the other person. It's like we're not even letting them go. Right. Do anything. Like sometimes we give them word. Somebody says something to them, like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then you say to your kid, "I'll tell them that you're feeling good." We feed them words, So that I see that happening a lot now, and we don't give them an opportunity to breathe. And then when we do open up, they're like, we don't know what to do because
we had when my mom was raising us, we had Kenny Redmond. Kenny Redmond was a military guy, probably one of the reasons I joined the military. Okay. Kenny Redmond would check in on us. Charles Anderson worked at one of the big factories. Charles Anderson was the guy who made good money back in the day. He had the Mazda RX-7, right? A little two-seater.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And he would fit me and all three of my brothers in that little two-seater Mazda RX-7 and take us to his house so we could play Intellivision. Do you remember Intellivision?
Yes. I remember.
Yeah, that was the next generation game back in the day.
Absolutely.
And we loved it. Like once a month, we'd go to Charles' house and play Intellivision on Saturday morning for like 3 hours.
In an RX-7.
So we had Kenny Redmond, we had Charles Anderson. Those two guys would come and check on us because my mom would be working. Right. And they were the ones who would make sure that if for whatever reason, because at one time my mom was working as an operator, she worked overnight. So Kenny would come by and make sure we got into bed on time, make sure that and I'm not talking about people my mom dated. I'm talking about guys who were friends of hers, knew she had 4 boys and was like, I got you. Right. I got you, sis, And so when I talk about, like, when you say uncles, right, I got 2 uncles, 2 natural blood uncles, but they were in Philly.
Okay.
So these were guys who were mentors, uncles, that kind of thing for us growing up, and they were always around, So I think every family has those to a certain extent. I do think that we have lost more of those types of uncles than we have compared to back in the 70s and the 80s and stuff. Was that replacing respect?
Trying to be relatable and relevant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like a lot. Yeah. I get what that. It's interesting. Go ahead, Larry.
Yeah, he said earlier, because the respect has been removed, we are no longer Mr., Mrs., Sir, and man have been lost because it is associated with age instead of respect.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I saw a video the other day of a little girl, not a little girl, but a young person arguing with a lady who looked like she had to be 80 years old on the bus.
Wow.
And she ended up throwing water on this old lady.
Wow. See? I thought it was funny.
That's bad. But what's worse are the people who witnessed it.
And videoed it. And it was like,
video. Right. Yeah. Right. And the lady had a walker.
Right.
Now there was.
I know I'm gonna get a mute for this one, but it's that iWorld that's been created. I'm just saying, iPhone.
Oh God!
Everybody.
Right? No doubt.
iWorld that's been created. It's funny when we start thinking about, like, the conversation we're having right now is, man, I know the solution to this, and I know that this is the way it should be, and we should be a certain way. I remember when I grew up, and it was like this, and we have the ability to make it like that, but no one wants to be like that. Like, I rarely got dropped off at school, rarely, or picked up.
Right.
That's the norm now.
Off.
If you don't drop off or pick up or different
I
other
did the
things,
dropping off.
right?
What?
I was big.
Right.
I was the oldest
Like,
kid.
you can't even get to school by yourself.
Right.
You want to talk about critical thinking and everything that goes out the window. There ain't no critical thinking. You sit here and watch this crazy stuff that's going on. It don't matter about sidewalks, Sam. Shoot,
Right.
we be walking.
If my mom had to go up to the
school fences and having
no
shortcuts.
sidewalk, right? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, well, yeah. Listen, my mom didn't even have to go to the school.
Yeah.
If she had to go to the school, something was wrong.
Right.
And dropped off, man, we didn't even have a car.
Right.
The car in my house. You know, you
But,
took the bus to school, and if you missed the bus and school was across town, you walked to school if you missed the bus. Now, back then, it seemed like it was 50 miles. I realized it was only like 2.5 miles.
Right.
It was 50. It was 50 miles, Brian. I tried. I know what you mean. I know the feeling. It was 50 miles. Maybe
yeah. 50, I mean, well, you know, when you're 13, it's 50 miles. I went back home to visit after 20 years. I'm like, I drove from one side of town to the other in like 5 minutes. Right. I was like, right. I'm from a small town.
Right.
Oh, he said the New York kids will be walking to school, but not down here. Chris said, I missed the bus. I missed the bus and I'll never do it again. Chris Cross, guys, I got to look that up. Jeff says, I always walk to school. I used to cut through a giant field and I was in second grade. Right.
Now, if you had to cut through a giant field, people would be like, "Ooh, someone's going to kill you in that field. Someone's going to get you. You're going to get kidnapped in that field."
Right.
But see, that was the thing. We walked through a field and all that stuff, but I would look around. I'm on the lookout. Like, oh, I see that guy sitting over there. He looks like he's up to no good. I'm going to keep my distance from him, and I know that if I need to, I can outrun him. I'm not going to let him walk up on me, and you know. And I'm always my baby brother was right behind me. I'm like, dude, come on, stop dragging your feet. Don't you see this dude over here? Look at me. Let's go.
We had in our entire city. We had one guy who didn't look right on the streets.
You know what I'm talking about?
There's just one in the entire city, and like everybody knew who. You know, he walked through the streets making the police siren sound. Right?
Oh god!
But it was like one guy. Right? But I was going to go back to Jeff's point. Jeff, I remember one day I was in like probably second grade, and I had to walk. I missed the bus, and I was walking home from school. And I cut through somebody's backyard. I literally jumped over a fence and cut through the backyard. And there was a dog.
Oh, yeah.
Big old dog. Today, I think it was a German Shepherd. And the dog, now, it wasn't a mean dog, but I was afraid for my life.
It was a miniature poodle.
This dog started barking, came running towards me. I tried to run. He jumped on my back, knocked me down to the ground, rolled over. I thought I was getting murdered. He was really just playing. I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. I get up, I get away from the dog. I jump on the other side of the fence. I get home, and those people didn't pick up the dog poop in the backyard.
Wow.
Ooh,
because I was rolling around in dog poop. I went home like 2 tons of fuck. I had dog.
Oh man, you couldn't even keep that story to yourself. Mom was like, she's like, what's that?
I don't even know if my mom remembers that, but that actually happened.
Trisha remembers that.
So we talk about neighbors. Sammy put the comment up, and where is it? Where did I just see it?
Oh yeah.
There we go. It said my neighbor who bought the house across the street. Because there was another guy, old guy, Mr. Stanley. He'd been gone for a while, but she bought the house. She said they ain't spoken to us. Then she moved in. As soon as like she seen I had a lip symbol, she needed to ride to the airport. But I think it was like 4 a.m. she was leaving. I was like, yeah, I'm not up that early. You know. But now she don't speak. She don't speak at all. She don't wave. I mean, you know, you do the neighbor wave.
Yeah.
So sad.
No. Okay. You know, like I did. You know,
do you still wave though? Do you still wave every day? All right, cool.
I've tried, you know, like nah.
My daughter and I were driving home from the grocery store up the street one night, and I'm pulling out of the grocery store onto 155, trying to make a right turn. Traffic is backed up. And, if I'm on the street and traffic is backed up, I'm going to pause and at least let one or two cars go, right? So I pull out, and the car behind just leans on the horn. And I'm like, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And my daughter's like, Dad, did you see? I'm like, yeah, we heard it. So we're driving home, and the car, I turn into my community, and the car turns with me.
Oh, snap.
I drive down the main street, and then I make a right turn, and the car turns with me. I go to make a left, and the car turns with me.
Word.
So I got my daughter in the car,
right?
And y'all know I'm never traveling alone,
right?
Right.
Absolutely.
But I'm not going there,
right.
So I take the long way home.
Okay.
And I finally make a turn, and the car keeps going straight.
Okay.
I come back around, turn up my street, pull in, and I realize it's one of my neighbors.
Wow.
Yeah. And so
the neighbor.
Then I realize he has to know this is me. He didn't realize it when he honked his horn.
Absolutely. Right.
Right. But when we got into the neighborhood, he realized, oh man, that's Brian.
Right.
So he doesn't say anything.
Right.
He doesn't say anything,
I'm on
right?
the house. Head down.
So a few days later, I'm walking Cooper, and he's outside in his yard. And I said, I know that was you.
What did he say?
We both just started rolling.
Honking your horn like you crazy.
Like, come on, man.
Now how do you know he wasn't playing
those.
with you, knowing that was you?
Right.
Did he say anything? Like, he could have been playing with you.
He probably was trying to get your attention. Like, what up?
No, we laughed about it. And he said, well, why'd you go? I said, because I had my daughter in the car and I didn't want to go to jail.
Right.
That's what I told him. Oh, man, no, that's wild. That's wild. Yeah, you wild.
Right. You following me. Right. Oh, man. Right. So Chris said just Mighty Sense was working. Right. Absolutely. He said, Jeff said, your mom, remember, Pastor, that's the day she was burning your clothes in a backyard in a 50-gallon barrel. Absolutely. Oh, man. Wow.
Yeah.
This guy, a couple weeks ago, this guy followed me, and I didn't realize he was following me. And I'm like, wait a second. This car ran up on me, and then he goes in, shows me some sign language. And so I don't understand. I don't know sign language yet, right? So I stop and go, "What's up?" This dude, he stopped in his tracks and realized. I was like, I guess he was like, I better not. I better stop while I'm ahead. So I stopped there and waited. I thought he was gonna come around. He didn't. So I made my right, and then he ended up making a U-turn. I was like, oh, this dude really was following me.
Wow.
And I sitting in the gym. I was going to the gym. I sit in the gym parking lot. And I was like, did this just happen? Like, without not paying attention, I allowed somebody to run up on me like that?
Right.
So as I'm sitting there,
you're like, oh, it kind of gets me slipping.
And that's the reason why we can't have things the way they used to be.
Right.
Yes,
finish.
I'm never alone, Chris. I always have Jesus with me, Chris. You're absolutely right.
Look,
Jesus
I didn't cut Larry off. He just paused for a long moment.
Right.
No, you're good. Well, I didn't hear go. What I see coming through the parking lot, that Nissan Altima. And he looks, and I look at him like, So now I'm sitting in the car. You got to get out. You got to come over here. But he never did. So I was like, you know what? I counted to 10, forgot about it, went to the gym and had a great workout.
Awesome.
So
yeah, it used to be that you can stare someone down like that, or jump out your car and be like,
right, what up, son?
Now, stand your ground laws,
right.
Let them take you out and say, I was just standing my ground. I was feeling threatened.
You know what that is, right, Thomas? You know what that is.
Well, you turning it off finally?
Nah.
What is it saying?
No.
Removing. Nikes. Which ones you getting? Which ones are they? Those I forgot. Totally forgot. No, those come out Saturday.
The three, the green threes.
The green threes.
Yeah.
So
it's 10 o'clock. It's release day.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, you're getting the green threes. I don't really like those, but I'm probably gonna try to get the ones on Saturday. The high 85s.
Yeah. So, I'm better off getting these in.
Those will be going. 85? Is that the black, white,
well,
red?
They're the Jordan 1s.
Yeah.
High top,
black, white, and red.
85.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm thinking about getting those, but I don't know. These
it's pending.
The green ones, they were all right. You know what, man? They've been dogging me out on these Kobe's lately.
Look at this, Larry. He said we have boys 6. Thank you, Larry.
Or Thomas. Hey, Sam, if I get you something, you're gonna be like, what in the world is this? I was like, well, I thought you liked that.
One more. Or Brian.
Or Brian.
I got you, Sam.
Or AD. Go ahead, put it up there.
As long as I see a picture of you wearing them.
You should have just said Unk.
Okay. One of the Unks. Oh man. All right. So listen, we appreciate you guys for being here. All right. So our topic today is no.
Look at this. Did you see this racket?
Yeah. How much is it? Yeah. See. Come on.
$300 for that.
Oh.
Who is Nina Chanel Abney?
They look like a windbreaker.
Who is Nina Chanel Abney?
I have no clue. No clue.
No crew.
Hey!
Got him.
Got him.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you got him that fast, all right.
You know what they're going for, right?
200, 210 or something like that.
No, I mean they was already going for 416 on the
StockX?
On GOAT, yeah.
Oh, let me try to get me some then.
I think Brian just cussed in his head.
Let me go ahead and try to get me some.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
How much did you pay for those?
2.
Oh,
200.
I was saying what they're going for already. They was going for yesterday for 4. It was 416 on GOAT. Yeah.
So for me to try to get them, I don't even have my wallet on me. And look, it's like you got to put your CVV in. I'm like, I ain't got no wallet on me. That's us.
335. 335. That's it.
I forgot the number.
That's a real inconvenience, isn't it, Thomas? When you are trying to make an order, your wallet. Like I can be upstairs in my room and my wallet is at my desk. I'm like, I guess I don't need that.
I'm sitting here. I'm on the brothers. Look, I got 6 minutes left to try to get them. So if I get them, cool. If I don't, no big deal. But all I'm trying to do is flip them. That's all.
Oh, you flipping? You sneaker flipping?
Yeah. So if I get them, I'm flipping them.
Who don't know that number? It's 335.
I was just about to say that women would know that number. Do any of you all know your CVV numbers or off your card?
No.
By heart?
I did at one point.
I do one, and not just because I use it.
No, I don't.
Because of that, that's the reason that you stopped, Thomas, is the reason now I remember. You trying to make a purchase on the phone. You're like, oh.
All I know is Capital One, Navy Federal, Wells Fargo.
You asked me what any of the information, numbers. Look, I can barely remember my birth date.
All right, so listen, we appreciate you guys for being with us, rocking with us another day. Another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. Larry's happy. He hyped up like first day of school hype. He's gonna be rocking.
Got him. I was taking L.
But I'm gonna tell you, if you've never done sneakers before and you get that got him back, you're like, oh yeah, it is that.
My brother just hit me and said he didn't get him.
He didn't get.
Didn't
get him.
I'm gonna have to give my number.
L. Not the L. All right, so we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. 988. If you or someone you love is having a mental health crisis, make sure you dial 988. Again, we look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow, Freestyle Friday. This month is going incredibly fast.
This year.
I don't know. Yeah.
Life.
Year.
Life. Listen,
I'm just
Brian's on hyperdrive right now.
Moment of silence on that one. Just
dude, I'm like, I'm 57, bro. Look, I remember 37. I'm like, how they did it?
Right.
What happened? For real?
Yeah. Like,
yo, Jeff, you know the number of L's I've been taking. Like, I would have told you wasn't getting them, and I was like, man, I'm gonna just try. Yes.
Oh man. All right. So we look forward to seeing you guys another day. Just another day. So at 8, you or someone else having mental crisis. Dial 988. You too, Jeff. Appreciate you, brother, for being here. Mama Corey, Lisa, all the other brothers that came through. Chris, we didn't get a good joke. You came in, you didn't hit us with a joke. Let's see.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I didn't want.
Got one little fight. My mama got scared. Movie Auntie and Uncle in Bel Air.
Yes, there you go. All right, so know that we love you. Jesus loves you. Better stay safe. Make some good choices. We're gonna parlay our topic about cash bail.
Oh, Larry hit him with the little finger heart.
Oh,
the finger heart. We don't do this one no more. This one's corny. You gotta do that.
Jeez, Jeff. He said, "I'm 68."
Listen, any heart.
Oh, I need to ask Jeff a question. I saw a picture of Jeff Thomas online.
And see, y'all are going to try to make me not get these shoes because I'm trying to get my PVV and y'all.
We're gonna run that 6 minutes out. We're running it out.
Wait a minute.
We're running it out.
4 minutes.
Oh,
we got 4 minutes. Okay,
Jeff.
I got 2
picture.
minutes left now. I had
Jeff
time.
posted a picture and said he was that weight loss was a good thing. Was that a real picture? Or was that a joke?
We got. Don't worry. Take your time. We got 2 minutes. No,
I got 90 seconds. I'm going to get my wallet.
I just want to know from Jeff, is that a real picture?
Go get your wallet. Peace out, brother.
I need you to answer that, Jeff. Was that a real picture of you or was that a joke?
Let's see. Oh, Facebook and YouTube are like Apple and Android. Jeff, he's catching up. He's getting there. You gotta give him a minute. It's the Apple effect. Did
you guys see that picture that he posted?
What did like?
Oh, it's a joke. Okay. You got to go to Just Facebook, man, because I knew that it had to be a joke. I'm like, there's no way.
Hold on. What? Jeff Carlin.
I'm gonna show you this. Yeah, size 13, 435. Already.
Oh, all right, nice. Oh yeah, you talking about this one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I thought it was real too. I didn't even think. I was like, what the?
I almost called Jeff.
Yo, it was this meme. It was like they're showing how to remove the fat, and when you browning ground beef, they took a napkin and was soaking up the fat there. So then it flips to this guy. He got a roll of paper towels. He's like this, trying to remove the fat. I was like, hey, does it work? Give me some bounty, the quicker picker upper.
There you go. All right, people.
All right.
See you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Make good choices. And we'll see you in the AM. Let's try something different.